Just Living Episode 6, Frick 2020. All my homies hate 2020.
The other day, I sat outside next to a tree, as I normally do, try to come up with some video ideas. But nothing was coming to mind. You could say I was stumped. So I thought, why not just go on my phone, see what kind of news is popping on there. Headlines included 2020 election news. Trump did this. Biden does this. Protests over here. Global warming everywhere. And corona that. So on Newsday, I thought.
Quick disclaimer, my mom has been on my behind for swearing in these videos, so I'm going to be doing my best to just limiting myself just 2 swears in this video. Let me know if you catch them. I gotta use them wisely. Back to the video.
2020. What the fuck? So much has happened this year. Coronavirus, election, racial injustice, climate change, Kobe, the greatest halftime show of our lives, masks, aliens, and much more. The list goes on, and I even left out murder hornets, so at this point I don't know what's going on. Yet I continue to live my life as if nothing has happened. There have now officially been over 1 million deaths from this pandemic worldwide. 1 million people. That is a lot of people. And yet I honestly think I was more shocked when the guy who says, "Life is like a box of chocolates," contracted it. Why? Not the word, but the letter. You see, when dealing with everything so far from 2020, I start from the bottom of the letter. When I come up, I have 2 paths or options. Stay with me here. So the one on the left is, take a second to comprehend and realize the impact it has. While the one on the right is, store this terrible event way back of the brain, so like the cerebellum, and save it for later. And in my mind, I usually go with what's right, or so it seemed. It's like I'm at a buffet, and I have a plate, and there's a ton of options, so I look around and I see what I should fill my plate with. Ooh, there's chicken, which represents school. And I'm working on getting a degree in college right now, so you know what, how about we double that portion of chicken? Then we see some corn, and that's family and friends, and that's so important, so we grab a handsome amount there. Then there's beans, that's work. I don't love it, but we kinda have to grab it, so we put some on our plate. Now we have room for maybe one more additional thing, and I accidentally passed a salad bar, and now it's kind of awkward. See, I look at the options and I know that it's necessary, and I should definitely include some stuff like a spoonful of political awareness, climate change dressing, a dash of racial injustice in our country, some sides of pandemic in there, and much more. I look at that and say to myself, I'll get that in the next round. And I instead go to the bakery section and I grab a slice of, go on my phone for 8 hours a day and don't care about anything going on in the world. I end up going for seconds, but I usually get the same spread and never even think about touching the vegetables. Because you know what? The word this time, I have too much on my plate right now. 2020 has been filled with a lot of uncertainty. Everything going on has been running through our minds, but not on a jog, a marathon. We don't know when Corona will go away. We don't know who our next fearless leader will be. Will I have a stable job out of college? I don't know. Racism and racial injustice? Who knows? But you know what is certain? That I can go on Netflix and watch The Office and definitely have some laughs. Okay, so actually after further research, I realized that it's leaving in 2021, so they don't want us to win. We get overwhelmed by uncertainty, and that's totally fair, so we try and find different cures to distract us from reality. For example, I'll scroll through Instagram for hours and like posts of people that I think have it all figured out. Usually the ones where the users at an apple orchard calms me down the most. I'll also rewatch The National Treasure for the 100th time, just because I know I'll feel safe under the wings of Nicolas Cage for the next 130 minutes. Or I'll go on TikTok and watch my favorite creator, 420 Dogface208, just to vibe with him for as long as I need to. It's hard to empathize for someone or a situation when we feel like our own lives are crashing down. Our own stresses, uncertainties, responsibilities are all so valid. But I think it becomes a problem if we choose to never acknowledge what else is going on outside of our own lives. At that point, it's just ignorance. Also, if you don't eat your vegetables, you're more prone to getting constipation and hemorrhoids.
Jonathan from the suburbs deals with hemorrhoids. But by eating vegetables every day, he is still able to do the things he loves. Like running, filming nature, and the elderly. Together we can defeat hemorrhoids.
Side effects may include death, drowsiness, loss of an arm, constipation, more hemorrhoids, weak bladder, and blindness.
What is certain is that once we wake up, we're greeted with a new day of endless possibilities. We know for certain that we have one chance at this life. What is also certain is that we have the choice to be a good person or spit on those wearing Crocs. Let's take advantage of all our certainties and make something out of it. We also have family and friends. We have people that we care about and care about us. We live in a world where it's just flat out sexy, and we should do our best to keep it that way. There are still a lot of things certain during these times of uncertainty. So what do we do with this information? Just like at 420 Dogface 208 lip synced on his longboard from Fleetwood Mac's Dreams. Do what you want to do. We're all out here just living. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no big book of questions and answers. That's what makes life great. If we knew everything, we wouldn't do anything. There would be no reason or drive to live. And it may even feel like that now, but at least we all collectively don't know what the fuck is going on. Find comfort in that. Let's at least try and figure it out together.